Hey, all right, so I love gear. I love all types of gear. I collect gear. I have a bunch of vintage gear that I really love. And my collection is not just very expensive stuff. I just like all gear, and some things are not worth a lot of money, but they are very cool. And so I bought this new guitar day for me. It is, well, let me get this open. It's a Telly, but there's something very cool about it. It's a baritone. That's right, it's a baritone. See how big this thing is? It's like long. Can you see that? It's like it's a big thing. It's a baritone custom Telly. That's a workout with the heavy strings. So there's a couple things I look for when I'm buying like a piece of gear. I either want it to be like something collectible or something that has a lot of utility value, hopefully both. But it's got to fit in one of those categories really well. Now I have a couple things that fit in those categories, both of those categories, like perfectly. Like I've got my Trini Lopez guitar that I think is an incredible playing and sounding guitar, but also I think it's collectible and it's old. It's probably a good investment. It's gone up a lot since I've owned it and since they've started reissuing Trini Lopez guitars and stuff like that. But you know, I've got some other things that aren't not necessarily expensive by any means. Here's a regular Telly that I picked up in San Francisco at like a vintage shop, and it just sounds incredible. For me to get another Telly I like as much as this, you know, I bought this years and years ago, and a hand-built, even parts Telecaster is going to go for $2K plus now, and I don't know who made this. Like I said, I think it was Big Tex, but I don't know what I could sell this thing for, and I have no interest in selling it. It sounds great. I put it in all sorts of demos, and people love it, and it's just a really good thing. And that's sort of more what I'm looking for buying a cheap guitar like this. I don't know what use I have for a baritone, but I'm excited to find out. Okay, so just from like a few minutes tuning this thing up, playing it, this guitar already, I can see, is in the category of this guitar for me right here. It's an all-time keeper. I'm never going to sell you. You're worth so much more to me than anybody else. You're mine. You're not going anywhere. I don't quite feel that attachment to it yet after this amount of time. I've played so many gigs. I sold out the Makeout Room in San Francisco with my little band, of our first sellout show ever with this guitar, and I thought I could just, you know, roll down the tone here and sound like a Les Paul, or it could sound like a Telly, and in my head it did. It didn't actually, but this thing's a great sounding guitar. It's done so much for me over the years. I love it. Like I said before, it's worth more to me than it is if I sold it. It's worth more to me than anybody else, and that's immediately, just after a few minutes, how I feel about this guitar. I can't see myself selling this guitar because it's not worth very much money. In fact, it's worth so little money. I can just see that the enjoyment I'm getting here from it, that unless I'm starving and I'm really down to my last like $1,000, and selling this thing for 200 or 150 or whatever it'll go for. I mean, I bought this thing on sale for like just a little over $250, I think, for like Black Friday. So, I mean, unless it gets to the point that I can't eat, I'm not getting rid of this thing. Instantly, it's vibey and cool. Does it stay in tune? Yeah, I had to stretch the strings a bit and it came in from the cold, but I let it sit for about 24 hours, but it stays in tune pretty well. It's got instantly just a very bassy feel, but you can still put in all your guitar stuff, you know? But it doesn't sound, it's low enough that you can put in this kind of thing. And that feels like a bass line because you're down in the bassist territory, really. So I dig it. That's the neck. The middle position right here sounds like a telly, you know? Tuning wise, you can hear it slipping there a little bit. It sounds like a big, fat, wide open. That's what you want out of that pickup combination. But like I said, tuning wise, it's still getting adjusted, I think, to the room. I don't think it's going to have actually much trouble staying in tune. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those guitars I pick up and it's moving around because there's such high tension here. From all these strings, these big fat strings. Wouldn't be surprised if, you know, it's the kind of guitar you pick up and it's constantly, you know, the whole thing's flat or whatever. I could adjust the truss rod, I guess. But look, it's a super cheap guitar. It's super playable. The fit and finish is really nice. The fret ends are a little bit, I won't say sharp. I mean, they don't bother me, but yeah, they're a little pokey in terms of they stick out. If I don't know. I mean, it's not going to bother me really, and I'm not going to be moving super fast because this is a very vibey instrument. On the bridge, you heard it. This is probably the best sound and why I think a Telly Baritone is really cool. You get all that low stuff, but you get that steely sound too. I mean, that's a cool kind of thing. It's it's unique, you know, but it's really cool to be able to jump from both, right? So you got all those sounds kind of at your disposal and you can darken it up there. That is cool. That's cool. It's like a hollow kind of in-between sound, like almost out of phase sounding, but, you know, full on. Is this? I mean, just having that low shift down a fifth. I'm tuned in B, so I'm down a fifth from a guitar. It's wild, and you know, it's honestly for me as somebody who, you know, look, I've got custom shop instruments. I've got a bunch of Sir stuff. You know, I'm used to really high-end stuff. Honestly, this is incredibly surprising just how good this thing is. And for something like this that I don't need all the time, this Squier Baritone is amazing. Really, it honestly has me thinking maybe I should go check out this same guitar, but in a normal configuration and just check it out. because that could be really cool. And then if I don't want to keep the guitar, I don't know, maybe I'll give it away or something, or I'll just donate it to somebody. It seems like every year I find out there's some kid in my church or wherever that needs a guitar, and the thing is I don't have any cheap guitars left. I had this is a side note. I had like a Taylor. Like a travel Taylor, one of those GS Minis. That's not really a travel guitar, but it's a small body guitar. And I gave it away to this girl who was trying to learn and stuff. And she had a guitar that someone gave her, but it like immediately broke. The nut popped off and stuff. Anyway, so I gave her that guitar. I thought, this is my kick around acoustic. Here, you can have it and enjoy it. And then I missed that thing so much, I ended up buying another one. So sometimes, cheap guitars find their way into your heart, and I'm really vibing with this. So check out the Tone Junkie Instagram. You're probably going to see me playing this for the next couple of days in the mornings, because I usually come down here and get a little groove going, and then just get into my day. And for the next couple of days, I could see it being baritone grooves. But leave me a note in the comments below. Are you playing classic vibe stuff? What are you doing? Because this sounds really cool to me, and I'm really happy to add a baritone to the collection and to be able to do it at this price point. I'm going to go back online. I think it was prostaraudio.com that I got this from, but I'm going to go back and look if they have any regular tellies like this. I'm really actually super impressed. Yeah. That's a workout with the heavy string.